Welcome. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps spread the word and helps make more of these videos possible. If you like this video even more, you can make a recurring donation via Patreon or a one-time donation via Ko-fi. The links are all in the description below. Enjoy the video. Hello, this is Kara again, and I have another video for you today. Today I'll be doing something that I've actually wanted to do for a long time, but thanks to a super fan, I'm finally able to do it. I'm sorry I've been a little quiet during the month of December. I haven't been feeling my best, and I figured you guys didn't want to hear my issues anyway. So I hope everybody's doing well and that you guys are holding up well during this holiday season. So let's get started. So this is going to be a sort of retro style video. I don't have any notes today. It's just going to be a little bit of talking and just showing you guys some things. So what I want to do for this video is as you guys know, I love the wood boxes, but they aren't always worth it, and a lot of times they do have issues. So I thought I would do like a little mini series on if the wood box was worth it or not. And so I was wanting to start with the Caran, but that was really difficult because all I had was the Museum Aquarelle, which my wife got me for my 10th anniversary. And then for Christmas, I had a really amazing fan get me the set of 72 Luminance. So this is me having the full set thanks to a super fan, so I can do a comparison about whether or not the full set is worth it if you're looking at the Museum Aquarelle or the Caran Luminance. So yeah, let's just talk about what the cardboard box is first, and then we'll go back and look at the wood box and compare the two, I guess. So that's what we are going to do for this video. All right, so the first thing is this is the cardboard box of the Caran Luminance colored pencils. The Museum Aquarelles is pretty much the same thing. It's a set of 76 in the Museum Aquarelle. In the case of the Luminance, you get 2 blenders. I don't know what the other 2 things that you get in the Museum Aquarelle is, but it comes in a cardboard box, which at first you might be like, why not a metal tin? But this is actually the nicest cardboard box I've seen anywhere. Very well padded and very well protected. So so what you get here is you get these, you get the cardboard box that has 1 level of padding on top of the box. This is a very nice thick cardboard. So this is a very nice thick cardboard right here, and I will do a full review of these when I get a chance to do. Right now, I've only just started doing the swatching for the Luminance, but I will do a full review of the Luminance and then compare the full set of the Luminance to the full set of the Museum Aquarelle. This is the Museum Aquarelle card, which I'll keep right here. So these are divided into 3 trays, which is not really my style. I like to have them just in 2 trays now. I did change the order of the pencils around last night, and I'll tell you how they come. This pencil, this is a blender pencil. It comes unsharpened, and it actually originally goes here. The other change that I made is that in the case of the Caran pencils, the white is actually on this end, and I just switched it so that when it came in the box, it went from white over here all the way to green over here, and I just changed it around. So anyway, so that's what you get. And the first set of pencils, actually all the removable trays have this really nice padding that helps keep the pencils pretty much in line. As you saw, I could pretty much turn it over and they're not really going to pop out. So they stay in here really nice and stable. And I know people like to move their pencils onto special trays, but in the case of this, I don't know that you can find a thing that's as protected as they are in these little boxes. So the final tray is not removable, which I know is going to drive me bonkers, because I like to take them all out and rearrange them and put the ones that I'm working on wherever I want to, but that's just a personal issue for me. It may not bother you. So the final tray, you just have to move the box around for the final tray. It is not removable. They have these little slips here. Let me tell you the pencils themselves. Like I said, this is not really a review of the pencils themselves, but rather of whether or not the wood box is worth it. But I will talk to you about the pencils themselves. It is a little bit hard to read here. And so for what I did with my set of 20 is I just wrote down the names. But then I started to, like, once you start to use it up, then it sort of then the thing comes out. So it is a little bit difficult to read. The name is actually over here, and then it's weird because it's like this. So this is just a little bit, but that's going to be the same whether you get the wood box or the cardboard box. So that's pretty much the cardboard box. There's a lot of padding. It's nice, thick, high quality cardboard. You can hear how thick that cardboard is. It does make the box a little bit heavier. I think if it was a tin box, it would probably be a little bit lighter, but it's very, very well protected. So there's that. All right, so this is the wood box. Now the wood box, this is obviously the wood box for the Luminance set of pencil, for the Museum Aquarelle set of pencils, which I can show you here. But let me tell you about the wood box. I quite like this wood box. One thing it does do, let me show you this, is that it opens up. Now, some boxes will lay all the way flat so you can put this down. This one does not. This one just stays up here so you can't like store the trays on there. So that's something to keep in mind. But this says like Caran, and then it tells you like what they are. So I imagine that the Luminance will say 76 luminance. So 76. So you never really forget what you're looking at here. So if you have the means, I guess, and you wanted to get a wood box of both the Luminance and the Museum Aquarelle, you could have them side by side, and there's never really any confusion about what you are dealing with. All right, so these are the Museum Aquarelle, which even though they don't use that I have been using these for a number of projects. One thing I'm really excited about is the Luminance is that I really like the Polychromos pencils, and they're not as good for laying over watercolor as the Luminance should be. So you get these really lightweight boxes. Actually, if I had to compare the wood box to the cardboard box, this is actually lighter than the cardboard box. So just hold on. The whole wood box is obviously heavy, but the individual trays are lighter. So this here, this individual tray is actually, to my hand, yeah, it's definitely, the cardboard tray is definitely a little bit heavier than the wood tray. The strap here is quite small, but the strap here on the wood box is much bigger. I'll show you the strap case, the little strap on the side to lift them out. The strap here to lift these out is actually much bigger. So it makes it a little bit easier to hold. There you go. So you can take these straps out. They both have the same padding. Now the other difference, probably part of the weight difference, is that this only has foam at the very, hold on, let me show you. This only has foam here at the very top and here at the very bottom. It still holds the pencils quite foam at the very top. So that's probably part of where the weight difference comes from. The other big difference is that the Luminance, the wood box has room for additional pencils. And I don't know exactly what you get in the Luminance, but I do think that you get 2 full bright pencils, and I believe you do get some duplicates and some graphite pencils. So that's another difference. The last difference is that this whole box can be removed, so you can take out all the trays and then set the box aside if you want to do that. The only thing that I think is better done in the cardboard set than in the wood box set is, I will show you right now, is that in the wood box set, because the foam is only in the sections, these are actually a little bit more likely to slip off than the thing if you want to turn it all the way over. Here there is no foam here automatically. You have to, the foam does come, but I myself taped it to the back of the cardboard, but there is no foam that they did themselves. I'm not sure why there wasn't, you know, like it would have been nice to have like a little, maybe like 2 little black bars of foam, one at the top and one at the bottom, to keep the pencil separated. But so I had to do that myself. And so I think it takes a little bit away from that, but that's just a very small, a very, very small complaint. I think that's about it. That's one of the biggest difference. There's a little bit of movement here, which is actually fine because I don't think I want it to be too snug, because then it would be hard to get in and out of the wood box. But overall, that's the difference between the wood box and the cardboard box. Overall, they are both really, really nice. I think this is a case where it's really just a matter of personal preference. You absolutely positively do not need the wood box to really enjoy these. The cardboard box is a very nice box. If you're a person like my friend Amy, who's just going to take the pencils out and put them in you know, their own sort of tray or whatever, then definitely don't get the wood box. There's I think at least $100 premium on the wood box. It is worth it. The wood box is very well constructed. It's got a really nice hinge over here that's not going to close on you, and the hinge is going to stay open so that you the hinge is going to stay closed, so that when you want it to be closed, it will be closed. When you want it to be open, it will be open, and there's never any doubt about what's what when you're using these. So I really appreciate that. I just got this, but I love the fact that they are really nice and snug. This is a really nice, high quality cardboard box. In fact, I think it isn't heavier than the wood box, but it's pretty close in weight to the wood box. Like, it's impressively close in weight. So they both have a lot of padding. If you are going to be turning the trays, if you're going to be doing this number where you just turn the pencils upside down for whatever random reason, then you definitely need to get the cardboard box, because the wood box doesn't have foam all the way across, just at the top and the bottom. So that's something else to keep in mind. And I think that's about it. I didn't finish the swatching for the Luminance pencil, but this is the cardboard. This is the Museum Aquarelle pencils, and I do think they are indexed, but they have slightly different colors. I believe that what happened was Luminance made a whole bunch of colors and then had artists pick out what colors they liked for whatever mediums. So I don't think the colors are exactly a match, but I think that for the colors that are the same, they will be indexed together. So that's interesting. And I think that's it. So a special thank you again to the super fan who got me the set of the Luminance. I cannot wait to finish swatching, playing with these. I'm really, really excited to use these over watercolor. Probably what I'll do is I'll do a lot of layering with the Museum Aquarelle, and then come back in and do the details with the Luminance. So obviously you don't need these for coloring, but if you want to get them and you were curious about whether or not the wood box was worth it, I hope this video answered your questions. Don't forget to stay tuned for a video of the cat sleeping, and don't forget to be kind to one another. Thank you guys again so much for tolerating my brief absence, and I hope you guys have a good holiday season, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.